What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as a S&P 500. Now, I do have some exciting news. We're actually starting to see the rebound take place on the S&P 500, which to me is exciting. And the reason being is because we pretty much have been saying over the past couple of days, maybe a week or two, that we've hit a bottom on the S&P 500 because we've kind of bottomed off at this bottom support here at 30 on the RSI here. You can see this lower level right here. And pretty much the fact that we became oversold, the last time we hit a low, this low, was back here in September of 2022. So it's been like a year in the making since we've came that low here. And because we bottomed off, the stock market is pretty good at saying we've bottomed out. They don't really continue to dip lower. You know, historically, the way the markets move, when we hit oversold, that's it. We start to move back up. We don't see major dumps even lower in the stock market unless we start to see some sort of crazy movements like a pandemic or like some crazy trade tariffs and stuff like that. Just some really crazy information. That's what could send us into spiraling into extreme oversold. But typically over years, when we do become oversold, it doesn't really last that long. We hit bottom and it's usually a direct indicator of a reversal. So you can see pretty much yesterday, the major uptick that we had. We're trading below here for quite a few days and immediately major jump right back above support, which is very exciting. You can see Bitcoin is trending outside of its symmetrical triangle. Not something that I think is that accurate as we might be tweaking it like that. And I'll explain more a little bit later. And you can see the S&P starting to consolidate, or Ethereum starting to consolidate. XRP kind of completing its ascending fractal here, so on and so forth. So we do have a lot of important information to go over and discuss in today's episode. So with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, yesterday I made a video basically saying right here, major bullish divergence, everything is pointing at a potential swing to the upside here, and that was on XRP, and you can kind of see that bullish divergence, I believe, it was on Ethereum. You can see right here where the price on Ethereum is heading lower in green and the relative strength indicator is heading up. So this is a bullish divergence. It usually leads to a break. And honestly, if we look at this, this could have been the break right here. That could have already been the end of it because you can see prices are falling lower. Not what I wanted to do, excuse me. Prices are falling lower right here, you can see. And as they've been heading lower here, the bullish divergence has been heading higher, and then we had that big rally. So that could have already ended, but we'll pull it up here, what bullish divergences kind of look like if we're missing out. Is there going to be a bigger run, so on and so forth here? I'm not entirely sure, but you can see here prices hit lower while the indicators head higher here. I'm trying to see a good example of that. Right here, same thing. So we had a smaller run. So we could have already seen that bullish divergence happen, which is fine. We'll go over a bit more later on in today's video. But you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies are up about 1% here. Nothing, again, to write home about. It's a lot of consolidation. But Solana has been seeing just incredible pumps week after week after week, up 12% over the week. You can see 24 hours are maybe at 1 to 2 to maybe 3% max. Nothing really crazy happening right here. So, I mean, we just kind of have to let it go. You know, we're just kind of consolidating for the most part here, but I want to show you guys XRP. And I think, like I've said before in my videos, that we're kind of coming to the end here. I think it's very true. And I think a lot of these cryptocurrencies are pretty much at wit's end here. And it's pretty much at decision time where we need to say, hey, are we going to be seeing that break or are we going to be seeing that dump? Because we've been pretty much consolidating for who knows how long. It has been so freaking long. We've had major dumps. We're pretty much ready to head back up. You can see here consistently we've had these bull flag formations. This is the first one, which exploded. Then we had the second one, which exploded. Here's the third one, which exploded. And here we are pretty much consolidating on the fourth. Now, we've been pretty much sliding lower since July. So we've had all of July, August, September. Now we're into October of 4 months of just downtrend here. We were in downtrend up until about September, and then pretty much the majority of September has been consolidating up, surprisingly. Nothing crazy, but we've been consolidating up. And we are now face-to-face with that moving average. So you can see we are creating these higher low, higher highs, filling in the gap here, getting sandwiched, decision time. And you can see we are now above our uptrend, but getting rejected from this moving average while we fill this in. So we are at a point where a decision does have to be made here. This is pretty much the gap. You can see on the 4-hour charts how extreme this kind of ascending fractal is. You can see that clear as day. And then jumping to the weekly, you can see why we're having a problem zone is because we've been pretty much getting closer and closer and closer and closer to retesting the weekly moving average, which is something we've tried in the past here. Haven't had much luck. We exploded through it the other day, a couple of months ago, back in July. But then since then, we've kind of spiraled out. This is kind of an uncertainty period here. But you can see right now that we are trying to break above that again. So if we can manage to close above here, and you can see there's lots of uncertainty with the wicks on the candles here, but if we can get back above here, close the daily or weekly above that, I would easily suspect to see a pump up to 63 cents here. It would be a very quick and very easy, pump and rally to capitalize off of here. And you can see we are starting to have that resistance. Honestly, the way every crypto, including the stock market, is looking, they are all screaming bullish, bullish kind of patterns here, bullish technical indicators across the board here. Plenty of room on XRP. We need to break through the moving average. Ethereum has, seen a bullish divergence here. Yes, maybe we just had our bullish divergence, which is very possible. Honestly, we probably did have that bullish divergence, but we still look very good and primed. October is a bullish year. We have Bitcoin trading at big symmetrical triangle, S&P seeing major reversals here. Everything is screaming swings to the upside. Bullish months here, which is why I think strongly that this month is going to be the start to a 3-month bender of just bullish movements, consolidations to the upside here. Now, I do have BidFi pulled up. For those that don't know, BidFi is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you guys can possibly want in an exchange is offered on BidFi, which is super cool. So when we do decide to get in on this XRP trade or the Bitcoin one, which is having the symmetrical triangle, I'll update in a second here. You can do that all on BitFi's derivative trading charts. They have XRP pulled up right here. We have Bitcoin as well. You can type in the amount of leverage that you want to use, which is really cool. They even have, take profit stop losses. You can long, you can short XRP, which not many exchanges offer. They even have a sign-up bonus to earn up to $2,888 completely free by signing up with the link down in the description below. Then click Welcome Rewards, just like that, and you can earn $2,888. So make sure to check them out down in the description below. For those that want to know how to get to XRP trading derivatives, USDTM, click that or any of these, then click over here, type in XRP, and you will be good to go to leverage trade XRP, which is super cool. They are re-adding the demo account soon. I need to speak to them in a couple of days, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. But moving forward here, Ethereum's been a little wonky. I've said it, and I'll say it again, that it's been kind of difficult to trade on Ethereum. I've been patiently waiting for, there are definitely better cryptocurrencies to trade around with right now. Let's just say that there's not the best technical indicators on Ethereum to want to trade it at this point in time. We did just reject off here, but we were overbought. So truly, it's just waiting patiently for us to get above resistance, and then we can figure something out here. But moving forward, I think Bitcoin and the S&P and XRP look like better options than Ethereum right now. It's kind of at the bottom of the charts here, but I really want to move this like that. And I think that's necessary. I said this in yesterday's video that we've definitely confirmed a bottom support here. And you can see that clear as day where we have supports 1, 2, 3 points of contact consistently here. But the top resistance we haven't had yet. So this has been up for grabs to move it around every now and then here. And we had it yesterday. It wasn't really the best here. And you can see now we're kind of finding that bigger resistance. So this could very well be what we're looking at here. And maybe if we consolidate back down, then we can get that decision. But this typically has a bullish outlook here, but we'll see. Regardless of the pattern here, this is a confirmed support. The top resistance isn't confirmed just yet. We're getting closer though, but not just yet. But regardless, this is forming that symmetrical triangle, which hopefully and should break bullish. Now, lastly, to wrap up today's video, looking at the S&P 500, I think we've bottomed off, and I think we're going to be heading up. You can see here we are retesting the weekly kind of support here. You can see this kind of white band that we've for the longest time have been rejecting off of. I just want to show you since who knows how long, going all the way back to 2012. Every time we've retested this white band, it's been resistance. It's been a problem, and we always reject off of it. Only until we broke above it where we had major inflation. That's what's thrown us out for the first time in like a decade here. And then we fell back below it, started acting as a bit of resistance in the past here, and then now we started the trend above. We're all out of whack. But you can see here how we're having problems. We don't want to break back below it, and there's a good chance we won't. We could be starting something new here. Anywho's, the fact is we are retesting this support here, and there's a chance this could lead to a reversal doji, and this is hopefully the bottom for us. The lowest may be moving average here, but I don't think we're going to go that low. So I think it's going to be this where we are reversing off and then starting to continue this pattern like that. That's how I think this is going to look. Just showing you, foreshadowing what I think is going to happen to the future of the S&P 500, which is good because I think we're going to be bullish the rest of this year into next year. But that's it for today's video. Make sure to smash the like button if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.